Hello, hello. Happy Travel Tip Tuesday, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited to be here. I tell you that every week, don't I? Because I am. I'm really excited about being here. It is Travel Tip Tuesday. We are in the first month of 2022. Am just right here. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully the audio is good. As I was adjusting my camera, I kind of hit. But Travel Tip Tuesdays, I have my travel hat on as I am committed to come to you round about that 12:30 hour once a week, every Tuesday. I do want to ask you, how does the 12:30 hour work for you? I think I'm going into another mastery part of a certification, so as I do that, I may have to push the hour back a little bit, but I wanted to get your feedback. My apologies for being a little bit late. I am learning the ins and outs as I'm sharing my points with you on wellness tips and travel tips of just embracing, taking care of our loved ones that are aging. So today is Travel Tip Tuesday. As I said, I'm committed to come to you for about 7 to 10 minutes to answer questions, give you those wonderful tips, and just be here for you. It's beautiful outside. So hi, Colleen. Thank you for coming and joining in. How's the audio? Give me a thumbs up. Give me some hearts and love if you can hear me okay. And I found this hat. And I'm like, oh my goodness, when it's super cold, but it's about 55, 60 degrees. Well, it's about 55 degrees. So it feels great outside and I'm loving it. And so we are going to talk about what the awareness month is. We are in the last month of the last week for the month, celebrating that cervical health awareness month, thyroid awareness month, walk your dog awareness month, national hot tea month, love your liver. Your liver's right here, awareness month, and national mentoring month. And then, of course, my something that's very dear to me is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month. This month that we have had is the top travel tips for you in 2022. And today, this last week of the month, we are going to talk about the top 5 tips of being prepared and safe for elderly when traveling by air. So, yes, 49 degrees in Florida. My goodness, Colleen. Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am your hospitality health and wellness strategist that is here to help guide you through a positive process for change with a lean, holistic, healing approach from the inside out. And that lean stands for lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition, while taking and showing you to those top luxury wellness destinations all over the world. Today, we are in the North Texas region, and as I said, it's sunny and beautiful. I am devoted to helping you executives improve your own health and well being while finding that perfect mind, body, and soul balance between your self care, your work, your family, and your play. So, first and foremost, I want to tell you about my why. And my why is that I am a survivor of a progressive degenerative neuromuscular disorder along with depression for over 30 years now. But I stand here today with my voice. It may be quivering. You may hear too many ums. You may notice some twitching or some tremors. Whatever you might notice, just know that I am a survivor into a thriver of why I'm so passionate about sharing what I've gone through on my journey and what it is about being healthy to live a long, healthier life. So I'm also a believer, a mother, an advocate, an educator, speaker, and of course, a world-class traveler. These tips are being brought to you today by MacArthur Accommodations. And MacArthur Accommodations, we are a hospitality, health, and wellness coaching and consulting advisement company that specializes in overall optimal health and wellness worldwide with those innovations to reflect, recharge, and renew yourself one step at a time. I am an international certified health and wellness coach that complements a certification that I have in traditional Chinese medicine, along with a 30 plus year career in hospitality, tourism, luxury hotels, limited service hotels, mid grade resorts, group planning, and site selection. So, my question to you is, what is your main safety points for the elderly when traveling? I would love to know those, especially for all of you wise travelers out there. Maybe you're not traveling right now, Miss Colleen, or if you have in the past, share with me some pointers. Drop them in the comments. I would love to. And as we are going through the rest of the year, I'd love to know, what travel tips would you like to hear about this year for 2022? Because it is about you. So, without further ado, I do want to share with you my top 5 tips of being prepared and safe for the elderly when traveling by air. Tip number one is booking. Your tip number one is booking those nonstop flights and the path of least resistance. What does that mean? You always want to select those nonstop flights, even if you're having to pay a little bit more. What you're going to get in less stress, less anxiety, um, possibly getting lost, anything that could happen, you're just preventing that. So pay a few extra dollars because you'll actually get it back in some of the senior discounts that you get. And did I mention it's less stress? The amount of traffic, take a note of the amount of traffic in the arrivals and departures when you're arriving at the airport, because they can vary. So, depending on the day, see what that flight pattern is in different cities. So most of the time in major metropolitan cities, that Monday through Friday is heavy travel. In your luxury destinations for leisure to go away during the weekend, it's going to be busy. So, take a look, and when you look at those arrivals and departure times, that's going to help you when arriving at the airport. Have your second option plan, A, B, C. And then you can see if there's too many travelers in the departures lane, then consider going up to the arrivals. All of the staff is very cognizant of helping the elderly, helping those with limitations and disabilities. And those are things that are important. So yes, wheelchairs, walker, work, but it's worth it. I love it. Well, tip number 2 is understanding the policies of your destination. So when traveling abroad, you want to be more aware of what those travel restrictions are in the destinations you're going to ahead of time. There's many European countries, and Canada for that matter, that are still not open, or some of them are not allowing US tourists to disembark. So know ahead of time what you're doing so that you can plan accordingly. And others, you're going to also make a note that they may have. We've got lots of the pandemic and viruses going on, that they're going to have an up to a 14-day mandatory quarantine restriction. They're going to have the vaccination, non-vaccination, all of this that ties in. So verify what is happening in the areas and destinations that you're traveling. Tip number 3 for you today is packing your bags. Pack only what you need. I mentioned to you the last few weeks, this is a struggle for me that I am trying and working on in traveling light. It saves you time and it saves you money, and you're not schlepping bags over. Oh my goodness, that's been like, with the muscle disease, trying to schlep bags. It doesn't make sense. I know. But I'm working on it. So have one set of everything you need in your carry-on if you are checking a bag, just to make sure that you've got a set of day clothes and night clothes outfit, your medications, your supplements, your toiletries, everything that you're going to need for a few days in case that luggage gets lost or delayed. And always make sure that that luggage you have has 4 wheels, because that is so much better than allowing those 2 wheels that you are able to push the bag in front versus trying to drag it through the back. Navigating, it helps you navigate through tight spaces and maintaining control. 4 wheels is always better when you're using for what baggage that you have. Tip number 4 for you today is checking your luggage. It's the best way to ensure that your belongings arrive safely is not to check your luggage, okay? Today's opposite day. So when you're looking at opposite day, you want to definitely not check your luggage if you can get around it. But also, if you have to, know the airlines, like I mentioned to you last week, know the baggage fees and what options are shared using your miles. Southwest Airlines, I mentioned to you, Alaska Air, they allow free baggage, couple of bags, or the different fares that are available for you. So take a look at all of those options. And wearing your luggage, there is so many new fashions right now that you can just have a jacket that has all these pockets that is part of wearing your luggage. So take a look at that. Also, take a look at the new features and new inventions of the luggage that it just makes it more efficient for you when you're traveling. So those types of luggage. But then most important is make sure that your baggage is unique. You have a special color, you have a special label, you have a ribbon, whatever you want to use that differentiates your luggage from all of the others when it's going through the baggage check. The 5th and final tip I have for you, my friends, today is taking advantage of those senior citizen benefits and discounts. And just as you mentioned, Colleen, is requesting that wheelchair assistance prior. When you get to the airport, even though you check it prior, it is going to be something that you will have to wait. So one of the things that I've noticed that has been helpful is also signing up for Tsa Cares. I can't stress that enough. It is a new feature. Make sure you sign up for that at both airports because you have a TSA officer helping guide you guys as needed if you have those medical conditions. But it also helps you with getting that wheelchair because they may be so short staffed and you have some extra hands and eyes in your favor helping you. The best thing about being older is not just that wonderful wisdom, expertise, and all the memories that you have to share, but it's senior discounts that you get to save money. And there's some great ones out there. Don't delay at taking advantage of them. And the last thing that I have is very important. It is a safety thing. Wear your medical alert. They've got some really cool medical alerts, some bracelets, some necklaces, just whatever kind of works for you that you have that medical alert that you can turn it into jewelry and have your list of emergency contacts in all of your bags. Just like I was mentioning, when you have your itinerary going overseas, put it in a sheet protector and have it in all of the bags, but also on your phone and your electronic devices. Save your contact information if it's a daughter, a son, whoever is that in case of an emergency. Notate ICE, ICE. That stands for in case of an emergency. It really helps the first responders scrolling through. They can grab that in case of an emergency and know who to contact. So these are my travel tips for you, my friends, that I do hope this is bringing you value as we're traveling around the world and the gates of travel are starting to open up. And I am so honored to be here. I thank you for coming into my space. I thank you for just allowing me to share these. And please just like, comment, share. Go to our YouTube as far as channel, and I'll put it back in there, and subscribe. I am here to try to get 100 subscriptions so that I can have these tips on there for our website and to have more of a benefit for you. Come join. You can join and subscribe at MacArthur Accommodations. And I want to wish you all a beautiful, prosperous, and productive week. God bless you. And I will see you tomorrow at Wellness Tips Wednesday. God bless you. And thank you again for coming.